Friday, February 27, 2026. This video is going to be called Failures and Fixing It. You know, like obstacles, failures, but still fixing it. Way out in Oregon, man, in my entire I did not know when ever I was gonna come to the West, man, to the West Coast. I'm way up in Oregon. The second subject is gonna be patting yourself on the back. You know how it's important sometimes to pat yourself on the back. You know how it's important sometimes to remember, you know what I'm saying, the good job, the excellent job you did at this work thing, career wise, whatever wise. So the second thing is pat yourself on the back, reminder, you know, keep going. First thing was about failures and fixing it. Second thing, patting yourself on the back. Third thing, Mission Impossible, named Scarface, you know, life obstacles, but I endure, man. You know, better. Things become easier. Grateful, stable, you know, consistently on spot, back home, way on the East Coast. Ride good, on spot, energy, things become easier, smooth vibes, things like that. So the first thing is that failures and fixing it. Sometimes you'll have failures, you know, like for example, it was rough, man. It was last week, 3,000 miles from one end of the US to the other end, up steep mountains, down grades, a couple of new experiences, you know, going out to Idaho, Washington, Seattle, Washington, Idaho, Montana, a couple new experiences. 13-hour days, every day, 12-hour day, 13-hour days. I usually start at 6 a.m., finish at like 7 p.m. at night. The whole day, when you get finished, it's just time to crash in the back. You know, look at a little thing, plan, and crash. Grind, stuff like that. But then also, quick discussions from officers at weigh station, like the weigh station where you got to go through. You know, a couple time officer asked me for my ID, you know, your paperwork, your log paperwork, stuff like that. That's kind of tense, you know. I got through that, thankfully. You know, they didn't find nothing to give me this about, that about, ticket about. Surviving 13-hour days at the same time, you tired, 600 mile a day, 600 miles across the highway a day is my goal, like the max goal, you know, I push for. And yeah, so, and then when I got there to the warehouse in Washington, Seattle, Washington, oh, we're going to refuse your load. We can't take your load. Sorry. Here's a list of places. Have your dispatch call, and you got to drive to go have these places rework your load to basically fix the load because it kind of a little bit shifted. Come to find out, dispatch, okay, like 2 miles down the road, I went to a place 3 miles down the road. That place said they see it all the time. That Costco, they said that warehouse, they said that warehouse is notorious for just being petty and telling drivers like that, because they said that they easily got it off the forklift, no problem. So after 3,000 miles driving, semi, highways and hills, the place said, hey, refuse your load. Sorry. So anyway, so number one was failures and keep going, because I kept going. Good attitude, great energy still. Went to the place. Sure enough, I finished that and got the next load, heading back towards Florida side now. Coming from Oregon, I'm in Oregon right now, going to, and good energy, and still hit 600 mile the next day, like it never happened. Second thing, pat yourself on the back. Grateful I got that text and things from dispatch. You're doing excellent. You know, everything from the highest amount of miles, you know, safe. My turns are perfect. My turns are, you know, traffic. I'm polite to traffic. You know what I'm saying? If I see somebody trying to get around, things like that. You know, just smooth, efficient, whatever. Third thing is Mission Impossible is boom, all of what I just mentioned from Georgia to Seattle, Washington, went into Montana, opposite side U.S., whole country. That, okay, did that. Then now I'm in Oregon. Now I got to deal, and I dealt with them refusing the load, saying no, nope, sorry, we can't take it. Got to go get it reworked, get the pallets. Couple of day, a 2-day delay, cause my reset. 600 miles a day. Traffic in Oregon was like worse than Atlanta. Worse than Atlanta. In a semi, you just inching. That's another, you know, couple hours off, rushing, and skipping meals, things like that, man. So, you know, that Mission Impossible, but I'm grinding. All right, so my storage is probably out, but I just wanted to talk to y'all about keeping in mind failures and fixing it. You know, life throws us failures and shit. I'm not gonna lie, it sucks, you know. Even as I'm doing this, saying this in this video, I'm not gonna forget that it sucks, you know. It hurts. You know, it hurts when you just, you know, new experiences and something that's, you know, such, and some of y'all, you know, shout out to, you know, full-time or whatever work, you know, you do, whatever career you do, and then they ask you to stay, and then let's say you got kids, then let's say you got bills, let's say you got this, that, you know, whatever examples of things, and then on top of that, you go somewhere and they're like, nah, and then you go, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, so I did the 3,000 mile, like for the biggest load you can do. The hills, downhills, steep downgrades. They refused the law. I got over that and got it reworked. There was an issue with the pay, but I got, you know, discussed that at the same time, and then simultaneously still hit 600 miles. 600 miles, even with that, some phone calls, delays, interruptions, 13-hour days, still hit 600 goal planned, and then on the way back. So yeah, failures and fixing it and patting yourself on the back. Just excellent, man. You know, obstacles do come, but just, man, pushing. I'll be pushing.